Good morning, tigers. Good morning, tigers. Good morning, tigers. How are you today? Good morning, Riley. Looking good today. Hi, Ashley. Good morning, Zoe. And good morning, Jonas. Welcome to Tigers Guided Reading Class, Wednesday, April 1st, 2020. We will be doing lesson 128, day 3, and these are the supplies that you will need today. So tigers, take a moment and make sure you have your word wall, your Creepy Crawly Caterpillars book, and your writing journal. I'll give you a moment. You can pause the video and get those supplies, or I'll give you a few moments here. All right, well, welcome to class, everyone. We can put our journal off to the side, and our book off to the side, and our word wall off to the side. We're going to start this morning with another magic rhyme set. This is the Unfamily. Let's say our magic rhyme 3 times. Un. Good job. All right, are you ready to read the words? Here we go. Run. Read them with me. Stun. Lunch. Runner. Tigers, if I covered up this part of the word, what's the root word in runner? Did you say run? Good. And there's our ending. Remember to double that middle consonant. And our ending is Sunday. This is a compound word. Sun, day, Sunday. Together. Funny. Under. Stunts. Those are crazy tricks that you could do. Stunts. Until. Begun. Crunch. Lunches. Bunch. Thunder. Good. Looking at the word thunder, tigers, do you notice any chunks in thunder? What are the chunks that you see? If you said TH, you're correct. If you said ER, you're correct. Th and And there we see our chunk in the middle. 3 times together, friends. Let's say it. Un. Stunning. Ooh, that's a long one. Our root word is what? Good. It is stun. And if we add an ing ending onto that, remember to always double that consonant in the middle. Good job. Now that we've gotten warmed up with our Unmagic Rhyme card set, let's go ahead and take a moment. I'd like us to do some work in our word journal. So get out your word wall and your writing journal. You'll also need a pencil, so be sure you have that today too. We're going to be writing about key details today. Today you are going to write about caterpillars. Use details from the book to help you write. First, let's open up our book to the next open page that we have. Very good. Make sure your book is handy and your word wall in case you need help with any words, writing or spelling. First, let's write about what caterpillars look like. Next, we'll write about how caterpillars move. And lastly, we'll write about some facts that we've learned about caterpillars. Up here at the top of our journal, let's organize our information first. Let's draw a really big rectangle, friends. Almost the same size as the page. I'll give you a moment to do that. Do you have your rectangle? Good. Now we're going to make 3 boxes, which means we have to draw 2 lines. Draw a line here, 1, 2. Notice how my last box is a little bit bigger. Okay. Next, we're going to draw a line across the top, like that. Once your journal looks like mine, you're ready to put in some information. Let's draw a plan up here at the top. This is my plan for my writing. It's always good to organize your thoughts and ideas before you begin writing. That's what a smart writer would do. In the first box, we're going to write looks like. In the next box, you are going to write move. And in the last box, we are going to write new fact. All right, we're ready to begin. Now, whenever teacher is giving some ideas in her box, know that you can copy me and do exactly as I'm doing, but don't be afraid to add your own words, Tigers. Don't be afraid to give your own ideas. Maybe you've thought of a word that I haven't, and that's great. Write it in the box, okay? I would love to see you coming up with your own ideas and your own words. You don't have to copy teacher unless you're comfortable with that and you want to, okay? Always be brave and ready to share your own ideas. All right, for looks like, I think caterpillars look like worms. So I'm going to write worms. All right. I also think some of the caterpillars look soft. So I'm going to write soft. If you can think of some different words to put in that box, please do that now. All right, let's go on to move. What are some words you can think of that could go into that box? How do caterpillars move? Or what do they use on their bodies to move? What do you think? I think I'm going to write the word legs because they use their legs to move. I'm also going to write prolegs. That's that word that we learned this week that I thought was pretty cool. I had never heard of that word before. Prolegs. Those are those first few legs in the front of the caterpillar's body that aren't truly legs, but they look like it. Kind of looking here, can you see? This caterpillar right here has those prolegs, and then their actual legs back here. So I'm going to write legs and prolegs. If there's any other word you want to write that would describe how a caterpillar moves, go for it and add it in now. All right, now let's go to new fact. I want us to reference the index for this part. I want us to go to the back where it says glossary and index. And I want you to look at some of those words in the glossary or maybe some of the words in the index to get you thinking about a new fact that you learned in the book. I'll give you a few moments to look at those and make a decision. What new fact did you learn? If you figured a new fact out that you want to share, be sure you write that in your new fact box. Okay, be writing that now. All right. When I was looking at the index, I really was focusing on these words eat and eggs. It reminded me of that page where the caterpillars eat their eggshells after hatching. So that was the new fact I wrote. They eat their eggshell after hatching. I didn't know they did that. I thought that was pretty cool. So you can copy my new fact or write your own new fact. I'll give you a few more moments to finish that. All right. Now that our plan is filled in, we're ready to write our sentences. Because we have 3 sections to our plan, I want us to write 3 sentences. I want us to write at least 1 sentence for looks like, 1 sentence for move, and 1 sentence that has a new fact in it. So 3 sections in your plan. We want to write 3 sentences today. I want you to pause the video now, and I want you to go ahead and write your 3 sentences, and then we'll come back together. All right, welcome back. Hopefully you have filled in your 3 sentences. If not, pause the video and just keep plugging along. Make sure you don't come back to the video again until your sentences have been written. I'm going to show you what it looks like when teacher writes her sentences. And while I'm doing that, you can be watching me and also thinking about your own writing. And if you have any corrections to make, now is a good time to do that. My first sentence looks like I have the words worms and soft. I think my sentence is going to say, a caterpillar looks like a worm. Notice I have an uppercase letter, spaces between my words. Ooh, need a little bit better one there, don't I? And punctuation. Do you have those in your sentence? All right, moving on. Ha, moving on. Move. Ha 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 ha. Oh, I had legs and pro legs. My next sentence, I think I'll have it say, they use their pro legs to move. They use their pro legs to move. Again, for your middle sentence, check that you have a capital letter and spaces and also punctuation. My last sentence for my new fact is going to say, they eat their shell after hatching. They eat their own shell after hatching. Okay, very good. All right, we are done with our journal for today. Good job, Tigers. Excellent work. Now I would like you to read your book one more time. This is a great time to continue to practice on new words you've learned in this book. Maybe some vocabulary is new to you. Maybe there have been a few words that have been tricky and sticky. Don't forget to use your reading strategies to figure those out. And remember, if you ever have a word, friends, that you cannot figure out and you don't know what it is, never be afraid to ask a mom or a dad, an older brother or sister. Never skip and forget, okay? Skipping and forgetting that word that you don't know isn't going to help you become a better reader. So never be afraid to ask for help, but always try to figure it out yourself. And if that doesn't work, ask for help. All right, enjoy Creepy Crawly Caterpillars one more time today, and we will have a brand new book tomorrow. Love you. Bye-bye.